Alright y'all, so today we're going to be unboxing the PlayStation DualSense Edge wireless controller for the PS5. And I'm going to be pairing this to my PS5 Pro that I have right over here. On the back you'll see that it offers to perfect your gameplay. You get an edge in gameplay by creating your own custom controls to fit your playstyle. You get ultra customizable controls, mappable back buttons, DualSense wireless controller features built in, and replaceable stick modules. So this will help for all the times I dropped my controller and messed up my sticks. So tired of that happening, figured I'd get something more professional and just easier to swap out the sticks. So let's go ahead and slide that out of the box. Ooh, this case feels really sturdy, really hefty. Yeah, I feel like I could take this everywhere with me and not worry about it getting damaged at all. And look at the way they designed it. It looks really futuristic. All this for a controller. It must be the shit. So let's go ahead and unzip. Let's see what we got here. All right, the presentation is A1. Look at that. Got the replaceable sticks right here. Got USB-C charging right here with a braided cable. That's really nice. I'm gonna take the controller itself out, and already this controller feels great. It's got a nice, like, I don't want to call it plastic, but it got a nice, I guess, ceramic type of finish right here. Almost looks like glass. I really love the black because I got a black PS5 Pro. The sticks on it feel a little bit sturdier, a little bit less, for lack of better words, like drifty. Buttons feel pretty nice. But I mean, I guess it's going to really shine when you put it to the test with haptic feedback and one of the games that we really like. If you look on the back here, you got extra back buttons that you can program. Got more button control here where I can push down. These are really nice. I can dig it. And I mean, it fits right into my setup. Boom. I mean, and it's a little bit heavier than the base controller, right? So I already feel like this is more weight than this is. And that finish right here on the touchpad, if you notice, if you can see that, it's got like the buttons here. That's a nice touch to it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start trying to program this thing and let y'all know what we think about it. I'm gonna try and pair it to my PS5 now. Take out that braided cable. The only thing that sucks is that, like, it doesn't have a USB-C in, but that's not the worst thing. Like, you got USB-C on this side, USB-A on the other side, so not the worst thing in the world. All right, so looking at the manual that came included with the box, one of the pieces that come with it are connector housing, which is supposed to keep the USB cable from detaching from the controller. So you can open it like this. You can take your end of the USB cable, so you put it in just like that, lock it in there. PlayStation symbol is facing up. Boom. So right now it's in an unlock state. I will plug it in. All right, so now that I got the cable in there, I figured it out. So I'm just going to press this down. That's going to snap in there, and see, it won't be easy to pull out now, right? Now, forcibly, I could probably pull this out if I put a lot of force on it, but I wouldn't want to do that. I would just unlock it and detach. On the back here, you'll have these sliders that adjust the sensitivity of the L2 and the R2 triggers, just like that. So I can move this up and down, and it would control the sensitivity of these triggers. Then you have high dome caps, which I think are these, and then you have low dome caps, half dome back buttons, and then lever back buttons. So these buttons right here, I could put on the back right here in my controller. So let's try that. So see how these just pull out? This would be for my right back. This is my left back. So I'll put that there. Just like that. And then this plugs in just like that. Oh, so now I have extra triggers right here on the back, and this feels great. It feels easy to use. I could also swap these out easily and just pull that out. Boom, boom. You could attach sticks instead. So actually, I think this is, yeah, I think that's right. So I can press it just like that. So they give you options of mixing and matching. So just like that. So now I have these triggers here. Alright, so replacing the sticks on the PS5 Edge controller is actually pretty easy as well, so I literally can just pull that up. So right now I got an example of the mid-dome stick and then the high dome stick. Both of them feel pretty good. I'm actually probably going to go with the mid-dome stick though. because the high dome stick just feels like a little too far off for me. So adding the mid stick module is really easy. You can just put this back on and you press down and then you click until you hear a snap. Same thing on the left side. You hear the click, boom. New stick heads, simple and easy. This feels good. Then you can do the DualSense Edge wireless controller invitation to craft your own unique game experience. So you can play your way, take the tour to get started. So it says you can get an edge in gameplay with the DualSense Edge wireless controller, customizable back buttons, so we already put those on, and L2 and R2 top sliders with adjustable stroke lengths. So it's these sliders right here that I can slide up and down to increase or decrease the haptic feedback. Then you have the function buttons for quick access, so I can use these two triggers right here for quick access. And then you have replaceable stick modules that we've already talked about. All right, you can customize your controller by fine-tuning your controls and button assignments for different games, weapons, and play styles. So you can even change your button assignments in here. You can adjust the sensitivity of your stick movements for speed and accuracy. Then you can set the input range for your controller, again with the sliders on the back. All right, you can save your customizations as profiles and switch between them while playing a game. So let's say I'm playing Final Fantasy, I would want to have a certain configuration for Final Fantasy. Probably have a different configuration for something like Call of Duty. Quick access with the function button, so you can use the function button under the left or right stick, so these buttons again right here, to access your favorite controls and profiles, and you can hold them to see your shortcuts. See, so you can see what's assigned to each shortcut. You can switch profiles and access controls by pressing the function button and display button at the same time. All right, so I press the button and it would allow me to pull up the default profile, which I can select. Once I make another profile, then I'll be able to assign them to one of these buttons after I press the function button. So now I can start setting it up. I can start creating custom profiles. So I can even control the brightness of my controller. All right, so now that we got the controller pretty much set up the way we want right now, we can do a custom profile, create custom profile. I'm just gonna give it a name. I'm just gonna call it the cool profile. Done, and now we hit okay. It says you can customize button assignments. So if I want an R1, all right, then if I want to change that back, just press circle, and I can pretty much map the buttons wherever I want them to be. This could help when you have situations where you need the button mash, I suppose. You have stick sensitivity and Deadzone adjustment, so I could come down here. I could do it to be precise, steady, digital, dynamic. So many different input ranges. I guess I'm gonna have to play around with that. And you could do a curve adjustment, so I could adjust this curve depending on how sensitive I want it to be. You can see the sensitivity here on this wheel. That made it a little less sensitive. You see that? And see there's a little bit more sensitivity depending on which curve you decide. I'm just gonna put it back on precise. And I'm probably gonna do the same thing for the right stick. Actually, for the right stick, that feels weird because it's on steady. There we go. Yeah, that feels good. So I can feel the changes every time I pick a different sensitivity curve, so that's pretty cool. You have a trigger Deadzone. I'm gonna have to play with that setting a little bit. Let's see, maybe if I set this to 37, you'll have the ability to control your vibration intensity and your trigger effect intensity. So not much there, just medium, weak, strong. Same thing, medium, weak, strong for trigger sensitivity. So I've already created my first profile. We're gonna go into Final Fantasy and try playing with that. Now if you take a look at my screen, I got two different profiles assigned to my function buttons right here. Quick to demonstrate how the Edge controller actually works. Right now I have the default profile assigned to my controller. For example, if I press circle here, you'll notice he does a forward roll. If I press the back button right now, he does nothing at all. If I hold down on the function buttons and I assign the Final Fantasy Rebirth profile, it'll change that profile. And now when I press that back button, he does his forward roll and it acts as another circle that I can use, you know, just because it makes my, I guess, my fingers more comfortable. It's just easier to find that button sometimes. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep playing with the controller and find other uses for it, but that's pretty easy. Haptic feedback actually feels good. Not experiencing too much right now, but I can definitely tell the weight of the trigger is different. Alright, well, that's it for the breakdown of the PlayStation Edge controller. If you like this video format, drop a comment, like and subscribe, and let us know what you'd like to see next. We got you.